Right. It's been a while since I've done a reaction. I've been slacking on that quite a bit. So, today we're going to be looking at all three of the new Honkai Star Rail trailers. I haven't seen any of them, so we're just going to take a look at all three. And I'm going to be going in the order that they were released. So first is going to be Myriad Celestia, then the Travel Promotion, and then the Sweet Dreams preview. Yeah. So first one is going to be the Myriad Celestia. I know these are going to be about Penacony. Besides that, I don't know anything. So let's go ahead and take a look, yeah? Let's go.
Penacony, planet of festivities.
Okay.
A cradle drowning in dreams, a haven for the cowardly. The family has summoned guests for its grand
Family?
celebration.
What, so it's like a mafia sort of deal?
The golden blood will flow from the destruction as an offering to them. Children of the flame, this marks your rite of passage. Akash, I lit a fire in your eyes and showed you music of the strings. Serenade the celebration and hush the harmony into muted awe.
It will be done, Father.
Dubra, I set your form alight and taught you mastery of the blade. Temper it with sulfur, name the elation, and let the performer's blood and tears pour into the abyss.
As you wish, Father.
Katarina, I kindled a flame in your heart and granted you blood of fire. Use your wrath to shatter the preservation sanctum and build their gold to create a statue of our savior.
You got it, old man.
And Constance at last. My most ambitious and exceptional child. There
Alright,
is
so
nothing more to
clear
teach.
favoritism, sure.
Just remember, with our Penacony's midnight hour, strip away all they hold dear, and leave naught but the remembrances too.
Okay, so these are... Those shoes, though,
She
man.
won't be necessary. I can take them alone.
Katarina, a little pessimism might be wise. What if we all end up dead?
So I'm assuming she's the flower, right? And this is the obvious
Since when
guy.
have those on the path of destruction feared death?
Still, it is wise to plan ahead.
And she's the
Father.
apple. Okay.
What
Oh,
is our fallback if things become perilous?
Fall back! Such a thing does not exist. Destruction is brave and heroic. To cling to life is to delay in cowardice. Relish Penacony, savor its invitation. Prepare this beautiful dream to welcome its new master from Fedora. Ifrit, Duke Inferno, Everflame Mansion.
okay. There's some stuff I want to talk about here. So, right off the bat, from the start, you kind of see...
Penacony.
Stop. You see a bit of this, kind of these perversions of religion, right? Because... So, obviously, this dude... Let me see here. Show me the guy's face. There we go. So this guy is clearly invoking, like, Satan and the devil, right? Like, he's got the horns, he's got the ram's head, etc., etc. And his, like, little lackeys as well, right? She's clearly evoking some demon energy. This is... I mean, she's got the devil tail. This thing has the Reaper. I don't know what this guy's like, a vampire? I don't know. The point is, I'm getting some, like, major religious things going on here. Like, illusions going on here, right? And the big thing about Lucifer and the Satan, right, is that a lot of their stuff is, a lot of the things he purports are perversions of these images of the divine or the sanctified, right? So right off the bat, first one, right, we get this image of a ram. Now, obviously, the ram is the symbol of the devil. It is, because so God's people are lambs, right? They are the god is a shepherd, they are the lambs. So the perversion of that would be a ram, which is why a lot of time you see the ram as a symbol of the other. So it looks like destruction is evoking that sort of imagery. Then after this we get the
This marks your
after this we get this thing, which reminds me of the Ophanim. The Ophanim are like these the biblically accurate angels, right? You've got the eyes within concentric wheels, the circles, and this is really what's making me. This is kind of really what sold it for me. This and the ram, just because this imagery is very specific. I think, yeah, it reminds me of the Ophanim, which I think is very neat. And then the last one I think is the apple. Right, so you have this apple here, which I think is probably evoking the apple from the Garden of Eden. And I think this spine here might actually be a snake spine. I don't know anatomy very well, but I think it's just a very opportune thing to have like the snake within the apple, the whole fall from divinity sort of deal, which I guess is kind of the theme that they're going for with this character, especially with her design later on, which we'll talk about in a bit. Now another thing I noticed is that I think each of these characters is being pitted against a certain faction or path, right? I believe the eye is against what was it, Harmony, right? And then this one, I don't remember what she was.
Temper it with sulfur.
Elation for the little girl. I believe the little girl was the apple. And then Katarina was... Now, this is the only one I couldn't really find any... I couldn't really think of anything for. I guess the 5-pointed star, but not really. Like, that's stretching it, I think.
Wrath to shatter the preservation.
Wrath preservation, okay.
And build their gold to create a statue of our...
Okay, okay, so the visuals here don't evoke anything, but the statue of our savior is this idea of idolatry, which is one of the commandments that I'm sorry, I'm rambling. One of the commandments is that you don't have any idols before the one God. And I guess she is like this idea of travesty or heresy.
You got it, old man.
Right. Oh shit, yeah. Especially because gold is the symbol of Klipoth, the preservation, right? So you take this thing that is sacred to the god, or the Aeon in this case, and you melt it and you create a statue in the image of your own pagan deity, which, okay, I can see it there.
Preservation sanctum and build their gold to create a statue of our savior.
Sure.
You got it, old man.
Who's her savior, though?
And Constance at last.
Constance is the flower. Now I think that's the lady with the horns.
Ambitious and exceptional child.
So I'm sure there's something about flowers. There are a lot of like seductresses in the Bible. And this whole trailer is giving me major biblical vibes. So this is I don't know the reference for this one, if there is one.
Just remember, with our Pelicone's midnight hour, strip away all they hold dear, and leave naught but the remembrances too.
So remembrance for her, okay. Alright, so let's see here, character designs. These shoes look just wildly uncomfortable, unless she has cloven hooves, like a satyr,
She won't be
or a demon,
necessary.
which I guess she's invoking.
I can take them alone.
Assets, of course, naturally. Very fierce looking design, right? Very lots of sharp edges here.
Katarina, a little
I believe that's a dahlia on her hat and her
pessimism
flower.
might be wise. What if we all end up dead?
Yeah, I don't really know what she would be evoking. She certainly seems like a seductress type, which makes me think, I don't know, Delilah from Samson and Delilah, or I don't know, the Whore of Babylon. I don't know. Now this guy's interesting, right? Because the Duke mentioned giving him the eyes, but he's wearing sunglasses, so I'm assuming whatever his deal is has to do with his eyes.
Still, It
I
is
don't like how he got like such a small intro here though. Let's see here. He's definitely giving me some major like vampire vibes, save for like the shirt. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. And he was the Ophanim, I believe, in the opening, or the start rather.
still.
And this is the
it is
apple.
wise
She's
to
holding an
plan
apple.
ahead, Father.
Right. So I think her design is more like innocence lost, right? Because you have like this very sweet looking little
What is
girl, and then she's actually
Sorry.
being puppeteered by this big fucking thing in the back. You know, serpent and the
Fall
apple
back if
vibes.
things become perilous.
Fall back! Such a thing does not exist. Destruction is brave and heroic. To cling to life is to delay in cowardice.
And that's a space station, isn't it? I think. No, that's Penacony. It's got like a clock. I'm assuming that's Penacony. My Star Rail lore is garbage, man.
Cling to life is to delay
Like, I don't know
in
anything.
cowardice. Relish Penacone's savor its invitation. Prepare this beautiful dream to welcome its new master from Fedora. Ifrit,
So
Duke
Ifrit, Duke Inferno. So Ifrit, shit, I don't believe Ifrit has any crap, I don't believe Ifrit has any biblical connotations. I believe Ifrit is just this demon from I believe it's like a demon. I don't remember. I honestly don't remember.
Inferno, Everflame Mansion.
Everflame Mansion. So yeah, this is definitely. I mean, this is clearly an allusion to hell, right? Like Duke Inferno. You have all this pseudo religious symbolism. I like it when they do that. Honestly, I really like when they throw in just weird. Oh wait, no, not yet. Weird illusions like that just because it's not overbearing, right? It's not super overbearing, but it does give you something to think about. It does give you a bit of a thematic tie-in to maybe these characters' motives or what they're trying to do, which I mean destruction, right? Like obviously this is such a cool image. All right, I was gonna do all three of these videos in one, but I spent 12 minutes just talking about this one, and in the interest of not making this whole thing like 45 minutes long, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it at that. I'll upload the other two later.
Children.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.